Let's Go is like a really unique organization that not only is doing what a lot of organizations do in terms of like urban agriculture, but is really in the way that they're doing it really conscious and really supportive of like making a community within the organization itself.
A lot of the focus for the problem of food deserts and not eating healthy is to tell people to go buy healthy food. But I think the reason people aren't eating healthy and respecting their bodies is because they don't know where the food is coming from. They're completely disconnected with the whole process of getting nutrients into their body and why that is important.
So we're currently standing in a greenhouse that we've been operating for the past few months this spring. Last fall we finalized our partnership with Westwood Manor Nursing Home, which is just about a mile from our home base in Rogers Park. We're really excited about this partnership because it's increasing our capacity to grow food for our agriculture projects in Rogers Park. So the food that we are growing here, which is currently about 1,000 seedlings, is going to stay on location for the residents here. It's also going to go back to our yard sharing network as well as our children's garden program. Some of the work that we do here at the nursing home is we teach 2 classes a week to residents. We're going to be building some raised beds so that they can have some outdoor food growing, and we're going to be building a community garden on their space as well.
One thing that we're really excited about at the Westwood Manor project is that we'll be building garden spaces outside both for residents and also for local community members through our yard share program. We will be building garden boxes on the grounds right outside the greenhouse in the parking lot. We'll also be building garden boxes in the community garden on site, which will be in the park on the west end of the parking lot. And because we are a mile away from where we usually operate, this garden is expanding into a completely new part of the neighborhood, and we're really looking forward to reaching out to new community members, doing door knocking in a neighborhood that we haven't been in before, and really expanding this network to serve more people than it has ever before.
We're raising stipends for our youth participants. We're 14 to 30, and it's a lot of, this year we got a lot of young people from the neighborhood and are trying to support them, like investing in the neighborhood to like build new leaders. And so our children's garden is one project that these participants will be working on. So really learning how to both grow food and teach kids to grow food. One of the big projects we kicked off last year was our the Rogers Park Yard Sharing Network. And we've got 6 backyards now growing food with people from around the neighborhood.
And it gives people who live in apartment buildings versus property owners the opportunity to have some sort of green space to be able to grow some of their own produce, which is also really exciting, and it kind of breaks down the socioeconomic sort of stratification of the community, because you're bringing property owners and renters together, and people who, especially in a very diverse community, might not have met or like really encountered because of those barriers.
One of the projects we're trying to do is the Green Business Pilot, and our first project we did last year was building a rain garden in someone's yard. And a rain garden is a process where you take a gutter and disconnect it, funnel it to a garden where there's natural flowers and prairie grasses, and so that not all the water is wasted rushing into the sewer, which then gets full and floods your basement, which happens a lot in Rogers Park and Albany Park and neighborhoods around here. And it also builds a beautiful garden from natural plants that really are almost disappeared in Chicago. And with the greenhouse in the community and other gardens in the community, we're really giving people access to the knowledge of how to live healthy and sustainably. And like, it really gets you more in tune with your surroundings and your community.
My personal favorite part is that there's a lot of families from our children's garden program who have now gotten plots in our yard share network. So while we're teaching their kids how to garden, then the kids go home and garden with their families.
It equals a lot of really intelligent young people congregating and talking about issues and trying to find solutions to it, and really trying to build a world that they want to see, because the one that's there is not working.
A big part of Let's Go Chicago and our national organization Grand Aspirations is that like we're building a community and teaching our participants lessons and knowledge and skills that they'll be able to like go out into the community, or if they move away to a different neighborhood or a different state, and they'll be able to replicate our program. So it really becomes a sustainable kind of Skillshare and
Yeah.
movement.
Yeah.
And Rogers Park is full of people who are down to re-envision what they see, what they want their community to be. I think that's why a lot of great stuff happens here.